Hey everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. I know, guys, it's late and I'm not gonna be able to stay on too long, but I wanted to come on. Okay. Sorry, and let you guys know that I do have the transcript. I do have the transcript. And did any one of you guys want me to show you a particular part of the transcript? Because from what was talked about this morning regarding Jane, and I know a lot of people, I know you guys have already heard everything that has happened with as far as the money and the abuse, alleged abuse, and all that kind of stuff. So I wasn't gonna stay on too long because you guys know I got to get up at 3 in the morning. So, I didn't want to leave you guys just hanging. So my apologies. So my phone was acting up today, so that's why one of the reason why I was not able to stay live on this morning's ride in. It was acting up. I don't know what was going on. We want our sauce. We want our sauce. Okay. All right, hold on, you guys. Let me bring up the transcript for you guys. Hold on. Hold on, let me give y'all the transcript. Let's try to give you guys this transcript. I do have the transcript. So that's one good thing about us. We have the transcript over here. We have the transcript, so we can always go back and give you word for word what was said in the courtroom. But it's just that my time, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But you know what? I'm gonna I really need to take a day off so I could just go bring transcript and transcript on top of transcript to you guys, right? This is Jane testimony with Comey direct, right? I'm trying to see a particular part. Is there a particular part you guys want to hear about? Because I'm not gonna stay on too long. Is there in particular? It's okay. You're doing a great job. Oh, thank you, Ann. Thank you, Ann. I have my readers tomorrow, so we can do our reading transcript. But we're supposed to stay till 5 o'clock tomorrow, but we're how's okay. Let's just talk about what I saw as far as the jurors. They just finished the direct. Oh, let's talk about those type of things. Things that is not that other people haven't talked about. Let's talk about that. Okay. Okay. As far as the jurors, Shannon, to answer your question, the jurors seemed very like, let me give you an example. The man, the one of the jurors that used to write all the time, he's no longer writing. He's just sitting there, has his notebook to his chest, and he's just looking now. He used to write a lot, but now he's not writing. So I don't know what that means, but I know he's not writing that much anymore. Okay. The jurors are not making facial expressions and all that like they used to. I don't know. if someone from jury services talked to them, they're not doing all the movement anymore. They're basically even key now, and they're not doing all that movement like they was and stuff like that. Because I guess people was talking about them. You said, Crystal, you're right. That part of her testimony at the end seemed scripted. Yeah, because they added the abuse in that one. So and then, but according to what I heard, she initially hit him first. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all, because we over here we're we're well rounded. We want to tell the whole story, not just one side. Okay, we want to tell the whole story. And defense is coming up tomorrow, and Greco is Tenny. Greco is the one that's doing the cross examination. Tenny Greco is doing a cross examination. Yeah, and it's a lot of things that I can say and think, but I want to keep it cool right now. I want to keep it cool because Sean G and I are going to be doing something this weekend together on our channels together. So you guys stay tuned on that. We will be talking about, because we want to give you a full picture. We don't want to give out the narrative that's what's happening right now. Okay, um, a narrative of, I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to put anybody in jail. I'm not here because I don't know what the facts are. Why is he paying her legal Mr. Duncan? That's a good question. Man, if those jurors see straight through these lazy bum foreign, oh, Tawana, please tell us how you really feel. Oh my God, look at what she said. She said, man, if those jurors don't see straight through these lazy bum foreigner leechers, something wrong, because a whole lot of us see straight through. Ooh, tell us how you really feel, Tawana. Tawana, please tell us how you really, really feel. Lord have mercy. Tawana is not holding back, y'all. Okay, Crystal says she was not coerced. She forgot her place because Puff kept reminding her he's single and they are in an open relationship. Okay, you guys are ruthless over here, aren't y'all? Okay, she said, Kelly says they have all been coached. She's even read Cassie's lawsuit. Her testimony sounds so much Cassie. I don't know. Oh, right. Diddy should be out, shouldn't have been in there. Okay. Tawana ain't been playing about Diddy. She sure ain't, y'all. She's saying the truth. Okay, Kimmy. Tawana, I've been telling, I can see straight through. Okay. Okay, I like Sylvia my hey Juicy Love. Hey Rosie. Oh, don't let Rosie get in here to give her 2 cents. Top coach. Okay. Coerce to the full. Oh my Lord, have mercy. What kind of group I have in here, y'all? They really gonna be mad at us over here, y'all. They're gonna be mad at us because they're gonna say this is the Diddy loving channel here. This is what they're gonna say about us. They said on the stand today she consented to. Road Dog said so. She slammed his head. Yeah, she slammed his head on the marble. Kimmy said, can Sylvie, can you clarify if Diddy's paying her legal fee? Yes. That's what it was. Okay, let's go to that. Let's go to that part on the transcript. Hold on, y'all. We got the transcript here. We're gonna go to that part for you guys. Okay, hold on. Find legal fees. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, we can't find it. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find it. No result find. What did these? Command find. Sean. Hold on, let me show you guys. Hold on a second. Let me share it with y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna share it with y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go find it. Before you could, okay. Where are you visiting, Sean? Yeah, maybe 4 days. So, what did you discuss? First 2 days, okay, Miami trip. After those days, you take a yacht. I'm trying to find a part where you talk about the fees. Okay, we gotta find out what word he used. Legal fees, attorney fee, attorney. That's not coming up. Okay, what we're trying to find a page. I'm not seeing Rico. Testifying against a person that pays your rent is crazy. She loved every bit of it because Jane, Cassie, Mia, and Capricorn cultivate easily walked away. Could have easily walked away. She even said they were dotted up until it was arrested. He was okay. Carisha wasn't for this BS. She didn't and still don't want a relationship. She said, "Run me my money. Let's have fun, and I'll take the few bags shopping allowance." She got attorney after the raid. Come on now, enough is enough. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to check. So he's paying for her turn. Come on. Jane didn't need no money either. She could have moved on, but she chose to be in a relationship with Diddy and his haram of women. She was jealous of her friend had with him. Okay. They all was just jealous of Miami, young Miami. CMT, why you think Diddy paying all her stuff? What proof did she submit? Right, Mimi. If Jane don't go hide under a rock, she's an escort like all the rest. Oh, child, 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 child. You guys are too much. You guys are too much in this chat, y'all. Lord, y'all. That's why we don't have numbers. We getting shadow banned by YouTube because money is the root. No, the love of money and the love of money. I'm trying to figure out when the love baby was born and what mama thinks she was. Oh, yep, she sure is. Y'all keep saying Young Miami, but Cassie and Jane voice having problem with Gina. Yes, he is still paying her rent for a fact. Let's see. Let me go Google the rent part. Hold on. You guys are ruthless in this chat. They got a lot part. They got a lot of part talking about rent. Sean's been paying your rent at this point a few months, and when the next sentence, do you see the sentence that okay, Sean would stop paying your rent? Okay, so at this point, on September 17, 2023, for how long had you felt obligated to participate in hotel night of fear, out of fear that Sean would stop paying your rent? Objection. Sustained. Okay, let's see. Okay, the home where he was paying my rent and the home we recently got. Oh my God. He would, okay, listen, it says, I was referring to the love contract where he agreed that he would start giving me an allowance which covered the rent. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. She says, because I know he's referring his responsibility to the rent. How does that relate to the rent? Because he's saying that the beauty of this is we don't have to do anything we don't want to do, meaning just his responsibility. I can read here that he's saying he's going to release his responsibility from the relationship, which the main one was the rent. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. The rent. Your rent? Yes. Let's go and play it. Okay, so they play the audio about the rent thing. Oh my God. So, okay, let's read this part here. Okay, listen to this. I feel sexuality exploited. I feel sexually exploited, mentally damaged, and emotionally drained by you. I want I want my wasted 3 years at reimbursed. Oh my God. Did you hear this? Okay, y'all. She want her 3 years to be reimbursed and given back to her in monetary amount of $100,000 per year and 15 months left on the 2-year agreement of the rent. $450,000 to move on from the resentment and feeling exploited, manipulated, heartbroken, drugged, and all the losses of potential income. What? Did y'all hear that? Diddy, what you got yourself into? What do you got yourself into? Who's still paying your rent? There it is right here, y'all. Who's still paying your rent? She says, Sean. In 2024, what did you tell Sean about your finances? I said that my website was starting to do well and that, which website? OnlyFans. Ooh, chow, chow, chow. Ooh, chow, chow, chow. Hey, Melissa. If y'all can't see, it was all about money. I don't know, Tawana. Okay, that is reasonable. Julie said that is reasonable. Did she say this after he paid Cassie? Oh, that's hush money, Melissa said. Krista says she could have continued to do her content. She didn't want to go get ain't make her stay. Ooh, child, hey Bree. Ooh, chow, 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 chow. But this is some juicy stuff. But you know what, y'all? We can't even stay on for the juicy stuff. Did we answer the question about that? Or we looking for the attorney? Hey, loving myself, how are you? We're just looking at the transcript. Hey, hey, everybody. Hey, Melissa B. Y'all, this is some stuff here. Julie said, love you, Sylvia. Gotta go to yoga. Julie, I gotta go to bed anyway, too. You have a good night, Julie. Have fun at yoga. Do some yoga for me. I'm doing fine. I'm just tired. I took my shower. I took my shower and I'm ready to go to bed. Now I gotta put my head scarf on. Hold on, I gotta put my night scarf on my head so my head can be moisturized. My head could be moisturized. I can't have no dry hair. So guys, it is such a mess. But I want to show y'all something. Okay, I want to show y'all something before I get off this live. What a love contract. Yeah. I got to show y'all something before I get off this live. And this is from the other lady who was a prosecutor on R. Kelly trial. And now she's weighing in on this. And I want you guys to see what she said. I want you guys to see what she has said. Okay. Listen to what she said. Okay. Look, listen to what she said. Okay. I'm going to go back a little bit. We'll go to 11 something right here. Hold on. I'm going to go right here. Okay. Y'all ready? Hold on.
Nothing to see here. What do you think?
I think there are a couple of things. I think it's tough to ask the question about whether or not the government has proven RICO, particularly so early on. I know there was a lot of commentary very, very early on. And when you're first getting the victim's statements about things, I think it's very easy to say, well, the victim is just talking about domestic violence or assault issues that are more state law types of issues. However, I think, and you mentioned this in your opening, the fact that Mia has testified to information that she obtained as a person who worked for Sean Combs, which means she was inside of the enterprise that has been charged by the government. And so in that situation, I think she provides powerful evidence that can be used by the government to show that an enterprise existed and that the enterprise was used, including herself, in order to engage in the conduct that's been alleged. One of the other things I would just quickly note as well is that in this case, RICO itself, substantive RICO, hasn't been charged. Racketeering conspiracy is what has been charged. And so what the government needs to show is that Sean Combs agreed with at least one other person to engage in racketeering. And so they don't have to prove specific racketeering acts in the way that you would need to if you would charge substantive racketeering.
Do you see a lot of similarities between the R. Kelly case and the Diddy case? Because everybody wants to compare, this particular case to the mob, and they say there's no similarity between them. What about R. Kelly?
Yeah, there's certainly parallels. You have a high-profile defendant who's alleged to have used his legitimate business and the people around him, his circle of people, whether that's friends, colleagues, but also individuals who specifically worked for him, assistants, runners, security, in order to make sure that he was able to commit the crimes that have been alleged. And I think some of the testimony that has happened this week in particular demonstrates the ways in which that he used individuals at his disposal in order to maintain control over individuals like Cassie Ventura.
Yeah, I keep hearing evidence of coercion, control, fear. I mean, I'm also hearing obstruction of justice. I'm hearing bribery. I'm hearing all these predicate acts, right? But still, so many analysts are saying, no, there's no enterprise here. Where do you see the enterprise coming in with Diddy as compared to the enterprise that came in with R. Kelly?
Yeah, the enterprises I think are similar as well. Something that people sometimes confuse about racketeering is that they think that the enterprise has to be criminal. With racketeering, that's not the case. You can have a legitimate enterprise, and the question is whether or not that legitimate enterprise, which can be a business, is being used in order to commit the pattern of racketeering that's been charged. And with racketeering enterprises, it can be as informal as a pickup basketball team. So as long as individuals are associated in fact and they're engaging in the pattern of racketeering that's alleged, then you've got an enterprise. And so the fact that Sean Combs has a business that functioned where you had individuals who were at his disposal, and to the extent he used assistants or other individuals who worked for him, who were in his orbit, in his circle, then I think an enterprise can be, and I think we've heard a lot of evidence that shows an enterprise has been proven.
Yeah, isn't it interesting? I think a lot of people also don't know that the feds can use the language knowing or unknowing in terms of committing a crime. So some of these assistants who may have been dispatched to commit a crime, let's just say Uncle Paulie, the testimony that Uncle Paulie took poor Capricorn Clark to a vacant building and threatened that she was going to swim with the fishes in the East River, and told her she had to take lie detector tests for 5 days. Sounds to me like Uncle Paulie should have known that's kidnapping. But even if Uncle Paulie didn't know it was kidnapping, there's the knowing and unknowing aspect of it, isn't there?
Absolutely. Individuals who are members of the enterprise, that label doesn't mean that you yourself know that criminal activity is happening or that you've engaged in criminal activity. It means that you, in particular instances, it means that you yourself have provided some sort of an assistance to the individual who's being charged with racketeering. And so in this situation, you've got John Combs using security, using assistance, using anyone who's at his disposal as part of his organization and his business in order to engage in the charged conduct. I think one of the things we heard from Mia that's been reported is that she said at one point she didn't provide information or she didn't tell law enforcement, and that at certain times she didn't say no to Sean Combs because of the way he reacted if she had said no to bringing him a sandwich. And so I think she certainly had very, very strong testimony that suggested that he not only used and coerced Cassie Ventura, but also when it came to his assistants like Mia, also exerted control via humiliation, physical abuse, and other forms, including financial form. I think you mentioned earlier the fact that he threatened her pay during certain instances. And so all of these things have been alleged as the means and methods of the enterprise. And I think that the government is certainly trying to get all this information in order to prove those allegations that have been made in the indictment.
There's also the extortion part, right? I'm going to release sex tapes of you. I'm going to send the sex tapes to your parents, and I'm going to have your parents fired. Like, those are all extortion too. Hey, I got a question for you. That every piece of information I hear in this case, be it testimony or photographs, evidence, it makes me hate Sean Combs, whether he's guilty or not guilty. I personally despise this person, just from what I saw him do to Cassie on the hotel video and then admit to it later on social media. And I wonder how powerful that is for jurors, meaning this could be very complicated for jurors to figure out RICO, it could be racketeering and racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking. do you think they can hate him just enough to say, I don't care what the charge is, I'm voting guilty on something, anything?
Yeah, look, the defense counsel is going to say, likely in their closing, you don't have to like Sean Combs. You don't have to think that he's a good person. But at the end of the day, they're going to argue that this is domestic violence, this is assault, it's not racketeering. But the jury has received, and they will receive instructions by the court. They have to make their decision not based on emotion, not based on feeling sorry for certain witnesses, or even their hatred, to the extent it comes to that, for the defendant. They have to make their decision based on the evidence that's been presented, and they have to come to a decision beyond a reasonable doubt. Is it possible that jurors could have trouble distinguishing those things? Absolutely, but they've taken an oath, and the hope is always that they stick to that oath when they're deliberating.
Yeah, but you and I have seen our fair share of these cases in these juries, and there's all sorts of jury nullification that goes on. They vote with their gut, right? And their gut oftentimes can be emotional too. Maria Cruz Melendez, I really hope we can continue talking, because I only got to half of my questions and I have so many more for you. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you again soon, I hope. Coming up next, as Diddy looks to avoid this racketeering conviction, it might pay to study the past, because the roadmap out of a RICO charge may already exist, made by the Teflon Don himself, John Gotti. The man who brought Gotti down is my next guest. But does Sammy the Bull Gravano think the feds have enough on Diddy to get him on racketeering? That is next.
Okay, now. All right, guys.
Hold on a second. Hold on. She's still talking about some more stuff. Hold on. Y'all want to listen to what else she said? Hold on a second. Hold on. So I got to share something here. She said something else. Yeah, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm having a hard time seeing. Hold on. Listen.
Case in point, John Gotti. 39 years ago this month, in May of 1986, Gotti was locked up only to walk free after an acquittal, yes, less than a year later. And that acquittal earned Gotti the nickname the Teflon Don. He was on trial for the mob assassination of Gambino crime boss Paul Castellano. It happened outside of New York Steakhouse in December of 1985. The murder made headlines across the country and cleared the way for Gotti to assume control of the Gambino crime family, making him the most powerful mob boss in the USA. And that sway helped him to win his court case, because what the prosecution didn't know was that Gotti somehow made his way onto the jury. He had a man on the inside, juror number 11. His name was George Pape. He sold his vote on the jury for $60,000. Pape had reached out to Sammy the Bull Gravano, who was helping to run the Gotti organization while the boss was locked away. And after almost 6 months of trial, John Gotti walked out of federal court a free man. But feds did not give up. In 1990, Gotti was charged with racketeering again. But this time, it was the feds who had their inside man. That man was Sammy the Bull Gravano, the same underboss who negotiated the deal with juror number 11 back in 1987. Sammy the Bull testified against Gotti and sent Gotti to prison for life without parole. But it came at a cost, because Sammy the Bull had to enter the witness protection program soon after the trial, although he left that program after just 8 months. In 1997, a book called Underboss was written about his life, and Sammy the Bull Gravano joins me live now. I have been waiting to talk to you. Thank you so much for doing this tonight. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. There was a few things I'd like to correct the statement. I mean, I was the guy. I rigged the trials for John Gotti. I bribed jurors. that $60,000 fee. I paid him $60,000 in cash and got him a job as a Teamster foreman that he made $75,000 a year. So, and then at the end, when I did cooperate, he got arrested and he pled guilty and admitted to everything I'm saying right now. So that's how we beat the case.
Well, there's a reason. There's a reason that there are countless books and movies and Broadway shows and plays.
Okay, we don't need to finish watching that. All right, Sam continues to commit crimes. I told this lady about her lies, and she was saying about Diddy before. They not talking about nothing. I saw the interview. Gotti don't know anything about the Diddy case. Only what she tells him. All right, y'all. I'm about to hit the sack. I will see you guys in the morning because I gotta get up at 3:00 in the morning. Tomorrow the cross starts and we want to be there bright and early on time to hear the cross. I will, Miss Beasley. She know me by now. I will fall asleep. The media be lying. Tawana. Tawana, you are batting a whole 100 today. Tawana just going in. Do you know who's doing the cross? Greco's daughter. Tenny. Do you have a public email? Yes, sparks1565@gmail.com. Somebody put my email in there. J Mason, what's my email? Miss Beasley, let me tell you, I fell asleep a few minutes ago. I just recently woke back up. When that thing was playing, I just realized. All right. Oh, members, I gave the number. I gave them the number. Members, I gave them the number. Remember, I gave them the number today. So y'all can't talk about me now. I gave him the number. Let's see if you use it now. Miss Richard. Miss Richard, you funny. Miss Richard, I gotta remember to put your thing in my bag. If not, we'll just do it the weekend. Let's keep Miss Sylvia in the algorithm. Please tap. Yes, y'all. They shadow banning me, y'all. They shadow ban me. They shadow ban me. That's why my numbers are not going anywhere. Mia, who was caught lying? This is a joke. Who was caught lying? This is a joke. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Amen. Y'all still want to talk, right? Let me take this picture off. Hey, anybody here for the Nesto folks? Any Nesto folks in here? Any Nesto folks in here? Any Nesto folks in here? Is the cross attorney good? Yeah, she's good. She's good. She's good. The Nesto folks up in here. They look. I could have told them to not spend their money on that plane ticket or go to the courthouse if they would have just called me. Ah, Miss Beasley, they would have not spent their money on me and Sonia had told me about it a couple of days ago. She told me about it. She said, "Ain't no court date coming up." I said, "It ain't." She says, "No." I said, "For real?" She told me that last week. They spend their money going to court. They could have asked me about that. They would never spend their money on plane ticket. Oh my God, they funny. Mm-mm-mm. They're gonna keep going. And what's gonna happen is what I told you is gonna happen, but they don't wanna believe me. Look at Eppinger. Eppinger took a plea deal. YSL is done. Now everything in YSL is finished now. Cause they're not trying to go to trial. They're Fulton County trying to save some money now. Just like Nestor. Nestor ain't gonna go to trial. They want Nestor to go to trial. If Nestor get a good deal, he gonna take it. He gonna take that good deal because Fulton County DA office do not want to go to trial. They were gonna give plea deals because they spend so much money on the YSL. They're trying to recoup. They're trying to recoup, Miss Beasley. They trying to recoup. They ain't trying to go no trial. They trying to everybody that they could give a plea deal to, give good plea deal. They're gonna give it. First of all, they're gonna say Nestor spent what? This gonna be his 4th year in jail, right? They're gonna offer him a plea deal. There gonna be no trial because they gave him a RICO, y'all. RICO with one person. I told you the witness don't even want to testify. But nobody want to listen to me. But let me shut up. How was the testimony today? Bama girl, it got a little bit, it was, at the end, it came a little bit more alive, but they kept asking the same question over and over and over and over and over. If I was a juror, I would say not guilty as soon as they went to deliberation and tell them I'm not sending a man to prison for people consenting relationship, and don't ask me for no more of my opinion. Tawanda, oh my, what is wrong with Tawanda today? She is rare form. Did you read the part of the transcript about the other celebrity couple? I missed it. I didn't read any of the transcript yet. I didn't read any of it because I'm gonna go to sleep. Celebrity, let me Google that part. Let me put it to that part and see what it says on that one. You said celebrity couple? Okay, let's go that one. Hold on. Let's go. Control F, find celebrity. Okay, we gotta do couple. Okay. unproductive couple of years. I understood that Antonio was referring to the couple that had a Vegas birthday party. Is that the one you're talking about? Okay, so now Jane, when you received that message from Antonio referring your quote mature mutual friends, who did you understand Antonio was referring to? I understood that Antonio was referring to the couple that had the Vegas birthday party in January 2024 of 2024. Yes. Had you told Sean about going to that birthday party and seeing Antonio there? No. Why not? I I just we were on a break and I just felt like it was unnecessary to talk about that. How did Sean react when he saw the message from Antonio referring to a mutual friend? He said, "What is this message, mutual friend? Who is the mutual friend? You guys don't have mutual friends." What did you say in response? I said it was nothing. I don't know. And then she asked, "Why did you lie?" Because I didn't want to escalate the night that had already escalated so intensely. I didn't need something else to escalate it further. My sister talks so loud. Why she talk so loud? She on the phone, y'all. She running her mouth. My sister talks so loud. Can y'all hear her? Okay, then she says, "What do you remember happening next?" I remember what happened next was next thing I know. I'm I'm getting ready to get in the car to open the gate for Antonio. Antonio comes. Let me pause you there. Jane, why did you need to get in your car to open the gate for Antonio? Answer: because my car has a transporter for the residents. Oh Lord, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, she's all up on the phone. Sorry about that. I had to mute because my sister. Hold on, y'all. She's still talking. I think somebody else asked me to look at that, Diane Thomas. I heard this already. I think somebody else already asked. If you heard it, I mean, it's not for you. It's for somebody else that had asked for it in this chat. That's what I was doing. I was giving the information for somebody who asked for it in this chat.
You cannot smoke in that bathroom anymore, seriously.
I didn't fall asleep. My sister's talking. I'm trying to mute it. I'm trying to mute her conversation. Hold on. Yeah, I had to mute her because she's on the phone. She's running her mouth. And I want her to. You sent me an email? Okay, hold on a second. Mason. Wow, Mason. Oh my God. Thank you for that information, Mason. Yeah, I'm about to go to bed, y'all. Melissa's right. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. I'm about to go to bed so I can get up in the morning. Oh my God, Jason. Thank you, Mason, for that sharing that. Oh my God. Thank you, Mason. You know a lot. No, I'm gonna listen to you now. Okay, Deirdre, Deirdre. Just when okay. You have more? Okay, please do share. I'll keep your secret, Mason. I'll keep your secret. I don't reveal information unless you say do. I'll keep your secret. Oh, my sister. See how my sisters keep running her mouth, y'all? She keep running her mouth. I'm going to bed, y'all. Good night, y'all. She running her mouth on the phone. You hear? You hear? You hear how loud she is? Let me go to bed. Good night, y'all. That's what happened when you're staying in somebody else's house. You gotta deal with the stuff. Yeah. She just run her mouth. Good night, y'all. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Amen. Good night, everybody. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully my phone will act up and I'll go live. I can't wait. I'm excited. I can't wait till the defense go. I can't wait till they do the case in chief. Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. Night night. I can't wait, y'all, because you know I am Team Steele, and I don't care what nobody say about it. I'm Team Nicole. I don't care what nobody say about it. Y'all can hate me all you want. I am Team Steele and Team Nicole. Hate all you want, but that's what I am. Team Steele and Team Nicole. I don't care who they represent. I'm Team Steele and Team Nicole. All right, y'all. Night, night. I'll be fighting with them people. Look at her. She must, you hear her, y'all? She just running her mouth. Look at them. They're all having a good conversation in there. She's so loud. Look at she talking about her riding on the ride yesterday. She thought she was gonna have a heart attack. She got on the ride crying. That's my sister. Bye, y'all.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me, we laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. this digital world where emotion is shared. Every post and reaction show when we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click